It is time now for our Morning Cup of Joe with Metro Sheriff Joe Lombardo. Good morning, Sheriff. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good morning.
Wanted to ask you, as we get into this new year, we are done with 2020. What are 3 goals for the department for this year?
I anticipate the goals are going to be continuance of addressing violent crime and quality of life. And that's been one of my goals since I got elected. And I'm actually very proud of our success associated with both of those particular issues. Outside of that, it would be homelessness and mental health. How we address that as a law enforcement agency and the resources associated with addressing that.
Sheriff, there was a mom here in Las Vegas recently accused of accidentally shooting her 3-year-old. With gun safety and the increase in gun purchases recently, what do people need to know about securing their firearms?
A lot of people are amateurish, I guess that's a word, associated with firearms. And what I mean by that, they don't understand how volatile they can be. You know, it's a device intended for death. You know, hiding it under the cushions on the couch or up on the shelf in a closet is not sufficient enough to address that particular issue. And the experience. So, you know, you get a modicum of experience when you go get your CCW license. I think that's what occurred with this individual with the 3-year-old. They had the minimum amount of experience in order to get the firearm. It's important that you practice with it, you learn it, and practice safety measures with the firearm, because unfortunately the situation that a 3-year-old who's defenseless was put in, we have to deal with.
Last year, Sheriff, this morning, there have been a number of mailbox break-ins. What should you do if this happens? Obviously, you don't know a lot of times what was taken because you didn't check your mail.
Right. So you can look at it 2 different ways. One is if you're aware of the mailbox being damaged, you know, vandalism or people trying to break in, and you're not aware of any mail being taken, we will respond to those calls. We want you to call us. Don't minimize it. We want you to call us so we can, one, help you get it repaired via the Postal Service or privately, and take a crime report, and that we will in turn forward to the Postal Service. But if you are aware that mail has been stolen out of your mailbox, it's important that we get called on those also, and we will facilitate the meeting with the postal inspector, who will respond and take a report, because that becomes a federal crime. I guess the bottom line is get us involved if you suspect any kind of vandalism or theft from the mailboxes. Yeah,
that is a good service too, so you know what you're supposed to get on the day of. All right, Sheriff Joe Lombardo, thank you for joining us, sir. It's great to see you.
Absolutely, Alex. You take care.
You too. If you have a question for Sheriff Joe Lombardo, send it to us on our website, 8newsnow.com. Find out if your question was answered every Wednesday.